Okay, so I'm back. This is really quick. I want to give this little disclaimer. You do want to make sure you purchase a flesh tone colored stocking cap. I know typically the ones that sell at beauty supply stores are not very, it doesn't have a range of complexions. Like you can see me, I'm kind of a medium brown skin. Not too light, not too dark. I'm kind of like in the middle a little bit. So what I probably typically have to do, so if you see this black cap, I'm just going to do this for demonstration purposes only. If you see some of my sides out, that's because, like I said, my hair is very curly and it doesn't hold, I can't always grab it. Even though I do hair, it does not, the backs and the sides don't hold well with braids. And I don't want to have any tension related alopecia. So that is going to be, back, which, thank the Lord. It's probably wisdom on that part. Just because of, what's going on with the back of this hair. So you could get, like, I guess a lot of people do suggest that you get a nylon knee-high in your complexion and put it on, and it'll fit properly. You might have to tuck the, back in a little bit. But underneath here, my hair is braided, as you can see, all the way around. It's braided up, all the way up into a beehive here. I actually took my weaving needle and thread, and I just kind of laid it down a little bit. Normally I would just leave it out as my little long braid, but because I have this wig, I want to just kind of try to lay as flat as possible. Now there are different braiding patterns and methods that you can do. You can do straight back or whatever you decide and choose so that your hair will lay flat underneath the unit. But I just did this already because I had a different wig on. And, now I know I need to make this lay a little flatter. So I'm just going to put this back on. And this is black. So just imagine what it looked like once I get my stocking cap that matches my complexion. And I have a big forehead, so excuse me. Alright, so I'm going to put this on. And remember, it has about, this is what it looks like again. Underneath. It's got the lace, which eventually I will cut. It's got the lace all the way around. Combs at the ear tabs. There are 2 other combs at the back. And adjustable straps. So I got this in a medium, which is the average size. I actually measured my head. And for the most part, this actually was true to size. But I guess my head is a lot smaller than I imagined it to be. Which is why I made that statement that I will have to get a custom unit. As more funds become available. Because this is an expensive investment. But it's worth it. I'm so glad I watched this. Now when you get it, it may have like a processed smell to it. But I think that's because of how they actually had to get it to process to mimic African American blown out hair. So, if you're really picky about stuff like that, then I do suggest that you follow the instructions that come with the unit here. Make sure you wash it. Wet it a little bit at a time. Don't wet it all at once. It's going to swell up like a sponge. So just wet it a little bit at a time and, kind of wash it in a downward spiral like this. Like, I don't know if some of you use Wind hair care, but I do, and it's an amazing product, by the way. I equate it to that. If you use Wind, if you don't, you just take the shampoo, put it in your hands, and actually go down in a downward spiral. You don't want to, scrub it or anything like that. Just do it in a downward spiral. Take it in your sink or wash basin and just swirl it around to rinse it off. Put the conditioner in there, do the same thing, and let it air dry overnight. I actually like to deep condition it. You can put it in a plastic bag to deep condition so it can be softer. Whatever you need to do. And then once you do, it's still soft, like I can sleep on it. But it's really soft. It is. So just wanted to kind of tell you that. So let me put this on so you can see what it looks like. I think this hair is gorgeous. Now I have not place the straps on because even with the straps it's still a little big, so I'm going to have to do the elastic band method. Because my head is much smaller than I imagined it to be. Okay, so this is the unit. These are little baby hairs, which was annoying to me when I first got it. I was like, that does not look like no baby hair. It looks crazy. But you can actually push it to the side. See? This is 14 inches. 14 inches comes about armpit length almost, which I like. I like stuff to look natural. I don't want it to be too long because my hair is not overly long. Then I don't want it to be too short. Like, you know, I'm about between 5'7", 5'8". So, you know, kind of, you know, I'm pretty tall to an extent. I don't want it to be like all the way under here and then people look at me like, how come your hair was short last week and it's long this week? Obviously that's a weave. I want it to look as natural as if I actually just took my hair out of my braids or my weave and I just gave my hair a rest. So that's why I chose 14 inches. Some people choose 18, some people choose 20. It's all your preference. But as you can see, my hands go straight through. No tangling. And I don't even have any shedding. Wow. Oh, one hair, two. One. No, that's one hair. Yeah, one hair. You can see that. And you have macroscopic eyes. But one hair, and that's nothing. You know, hair is soft as butter. Like, I love this. See, this is the silk top I was telling you about. Now, when you see it in person, when you actually purchase it, it's going to look a little different. And it goes all the way to the back. Like, I can part it in any direction. And I believe that this is where the lace, the silk top rather ends. So now you start to see the differentiation. See the scalp and then the silk. You can still part it. It still looks kind of believable. But if you want to bleach those knots, just, you know, wash these two or get it professionally bleached underneath. Or use makeup like a foundation or concealer, which I'll probably do, but probably not. But you can definitely part it in any direction. It is partable anywhere. As you can see. And it's soft. And it holds a curl well. Now this is what I was going to tell you about. Because this is a glueless unit, you see it's got the dips and curves. That is exactly what my hairline is like. So, no moon face here. It's beautiful. Okay, so like I was saying, here on the sides, because of where the ear tabs are and because this is glueless, you are going to see that. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm going to try to get as close as possible. So you see here where the stitching is. You're going to have to camouflage that if you get the glueless. If you don't have a glueless unit, I'm sure you won't have to worry about that. But this is glueless. So, you know, just pull it over. Be mindful of the texture that you buy. Just cover that up. Like I said, you can put it in a little ponytail. But since I have my edges out in the back, I should be able to pull it up in a little bit of a mid-high ponytail. That's what it looks like in the back. And I have not put the straps in. Anything like that. I am going to do an elastic band from ear tab to ear tab. I'm going to use that method to secure it better. But this is what it looks like. So I've been playing in it, rocking my head back and forth. And I love it. It's really beautiful. It curls nicely. I will do, well, I guess a slight tangle, but not really that big a deal. Because that's what my hair does. When I don't wear it curly and I blow dry it straight, it does the same thing. But I will do an update, or I guess you could call it a tutorial. I don't know what you call it, to show you how well this hair curls. Now, another note: the ends of the hair, and I got lint in my hair already. The ends of the hair, when you do look at it, because I inspect everything, I'm kind of a perfectionist. It's sad, but it's true. When you look at the edges of your hair, you might notice that through the chemical processing, it looks like the edges are a little frayed, if you want to call it that. I don't know what's up with that. I might have to call Winston about that before I actually cut off the lace. I mean, it's not really that big a deal. But don't be alarmed. You know, I say all this to let you guys know that this is a very good company, number one. It really is. The customer service is amazing. The shipping is lightning fast. And number two, Just look over YouTube, do your research, make sure that you use people's suggestions, with discretion, to your own discretion. I think that's another hair. The shedding thing is a little bit concerning to me, but it's not a lot, just like a strand here or there. And I've had this, been doing this unit all day. So, like I said, one hair, but that could be one hair too many for some of you. I mean, it is, but it's not a big deal. Now, if it's coming out in clumps by the end of a month, oh, best believe I will let you guys know. Otherwise, like I said, use discretion when you look at some of these YouTube gurus. They're very helpful. They're very insightful with a lot of things. But number two, don't set unrealistic expectations for your full lace unit. Because when you get it, it can probably shock you at what the condition of it looks like. Because, sometimes with people's cameras, it might look a little more realistic. Like, of course, I'm taking this with the iPad so you can tell it looks real. But in person, it's going to be different. You will see the knots. You will see the lace. If you get a silk top and it is not 4x4, then you will see that line of demarcation in the middle. But they do bleach it so that it can kind of blend together and flow together and have some, fluidity about it. But make sure you get a flesh tone colored stocking or stocking cap, wig cap. But just be realistic in your expectations. Classic Lace Wigs, from what I know so far, and this is being my first purchase for a full lace wig, it is a very good company. So I think I made the good, wise choice at the end. But I just hope that this is helpful to you guys. Yay! I am going to curl it, and then I will do a video on what it looks like curled. I'm going to flatten it, and, I'm going to work this hair, honey. Look at that. That's unbelievably amazing. I love it. Oh. So yeah, anyway, while I continue to play in this hair, you'll probably do that too. But I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. Bye.